Alright, here's example B. At Beverly Hills Intermediate, 12% of the teachers have a master's degree. If there are 140 teachers total, about how many have a master's degree? Okay, so again, we are using part over whole equals percent over 100. I'm going to shorten that to just P over W equals percent over 100, but P means part, W means whole. Okay, whenever they do this right here, I love that. That makes it so easy. Whenever they put the percent sign in there, you don't even have to think about it. You know where it goes. It goes in the spot where the percent sign is. So this is going to be 12 over 100. Okay, now all we need to do is worry about the part and the whole. So it says if there are 140 teachers total. That word total is very good. That means the whole. So that's your whole. So that means that 140 goes down here. And you want to know just a part of those, the ones that have a master's degree. So that's not all of them. That's just a part. So that's what we're trying to find, the part. So there's our proportion. Now we need to simplify if possible. Always check that. And yes, we can simplify that. 12 and 100. You actually have a couple of options. There is a number that goes into both of those that's pretty big, and you would only have to simplify once, but you may not see that. The first thing that you should always check if you are not good at figuring out what number goes into those is check if they're even. If they are even, you can always divide them by 2. Okay, and that's just cutting them in half, and most of you are good at that. So, yes, these are both even numbers, so I can divide them both by 2. Half of 12 is 6. Half of 100 is 50. Okay, so now I have x over 140 equals 6 over 50. Okay, now you can simplify as many times as possible. I can simplify that again because those numbers are both even. So they are both divisible by 2. Same thing I did up there. 6 divided by 2 is 3, and 50 divided by 2 is 25. So now I have x over 140 equals 3 over 25. So I did simplify more than once, and you can do that. However, if I had seen up here that 4 will go into both 12 and 100, I could have done that simplifying in just one step. Okay, but hey, as long as you get it simplified, I don't care how many steps you do. Make the numbers easier. Don't make it too hard on yourself. All right, so now I'm going to cross multiply. X times 25 is 25x, and that's going to equal 140 times 3. So 25x equals, okay, I have to come over here, 140 times 3. 3 times 0 is 0, 3 times 4 is 12, 3 times 1 is 3, plus 1 is 4. So 25x equals 420. Is x by itself? No, it's not yet. So in order to get x by itself, I have to get rid of that 25. To get rid of that 25, I need to divide both sides by 25. So now those are gone, and x is going to be by itself, but I need to do this division. So I have 420 divided by 25. 25, will it go into 4? No. Will it go into 42? Yes, but it'll only go in there one time. 25, you may think, well, that's a big number, this is hard, but it's quarters, guys. You know quarters. 25 times 1 is 25. 25 times 2, that's 50 cents. So you know it can't be 2. So this is 25. Subtract, and we'll borrow here. This is going to be 12, and this is going to be 3. So 12 minus 5 is 7. 3 minus 2 is 1. Bring down this 0, and 25 into 170. Remember, quarters. So if I have 4 quarters, that's 100. If I have 5 quarters, that's 125. If I have 6 quarters, that would be 150. And I can't go any higher than that without going over. If I had 7 quarters, that would be 175, and that's too much. So this is going to be 6, and that gives me 150. Subtract, and you get 20. Now I'm going to add a decimal and a 0, bring it down, and I have 200. Okay, 25 goes into 200 perfectly. 200 is like $2. How many quarters are in $2? 8. So our answer is 16.8. But this says about, and it's talking about people. You can't have 16.8 people. Doesn't make sense. So we're going to have to round. We need to round to the nearest person. So that means this needs to be our last number. It has 2 options. It can either stay a 6 or get bumped up to a 7. How do we know which it does? You look at the next number. If that number is 5 or above, then this gets bumped up. If this number is 4 or below, then that's going to stay what it is. Since this is an 8, that is above 5. That means that this is going to get bumped up. So this is going to be your answer. About 17 teachers. Okay. On the your turn problem, you are going to have to round. Make sure that you round correctly if you want full credit for the problem.